Hi everyone, all my besties. I've kind of set it up today like as if you and I are sitting in a cafe. Got your cup here, tea or coffee, whichever you want. Got my cup here because actually in the cafe, obviously they've got grandma cups, especially for me because I go in there so often. So we're going to call this cafe the Toy Shop Cafe. And basically, I'm going to say that this is going to be the place I want to come when I just want to talk to my besties. You know, I just want to have a little chat, let them know I'm getting on, what's going on in my life, just things like that. So I've set it up so it's like a cafe. So I've got like my pretend over here, my pretend menus. And I've got your cruet set and your vinegar in case we have fish and chips, because sometimes we might. And I've got the sugar and a cup of tea, and obviously the waitress, you might see her flitting about sometimes. She might look strangely like my daughter, but don't imagine she is. She's the waitress. Anyway, so just thought I'd come on and say things seem to be going pretty smoothly with Mum. She started to use her arm a lot more now because of her broken elbow, as you know. She's not wearing her sling as much as she was because it wasn't comfortable. And when I rang the doctor did say to me, look, it's only for comfort. Well, if it isn't comfortable, why wear the silly thing? We tend to brace it with pillows, or if she's sitting down, she can brace it on herself and make herself feel quite comfortable. I'm still going down morning, noon and night and doing as much as I can. In between I'm resting, because if I didn't, I wouldn't make it through each day, but I'm doing it. I've not been online as much, but I have caught up with a lot of the videos that were put on for Theme Thursday and others, which I've been doing intermittently, and I try to reply to as many as I can, just a little bit busy. Today is my daughter Kirsty's birthday. I think, she's 32? I think she is. If I'm wrong, just blame it on the head. Anyway, I've been and seen her and given her a card and a gift, so that's that job done for today. I've been down, sorted out Mum, give her a lovely shower. It's the first shower she's been able to have in like a week, just over now, because she was scared of slipping and everything. And I have been, obviously, topping and toeing her. I've been doing all that. Don't fret, she's clean. She don't smell. I've made sure of that. Washed her hair and that, because that was easy to over the sink, isn't it? She just had to get into a position that was comfortable for her and accessible for me. So that's that job done. Shopping and that is being done by the family, which is wonderful. Everybody's rallying around. Charlotte came over yesterday and the day before and did a load of dusting for me, because I can't do upping and downing. I can't bend up and down as much as I would have liked to. We've got, I hoovered the sitting room and all downstairs. Mum lives a bungalow, so that was that done and sorted, which was quite nice. Washed the floor twice just to make sure it wasn't slippery, because I washed it with the floor cleaning stuff, but washed it over with boiling water, hot water, so it wouldn't be slippery for mine. I don't want a broken hip on top of a broken elbow, so I've done that. I've been listening to everybody's, as I say, Theme Thursdays. That's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed that. And some of you ladies have brought to mind something I really wanted to say about, and I meant to say about it in my other video, and I just completely forgot what was one thing and another, and I apologise to all you gentlemen out there who have had or are enduring breast cancer. It's not good, and a lot of women, not all, but a lot of women and a lot of men just don't think of men that have breast cancer, and it is out there. And today Suzanne of Suzanne's Babies reminded me of that, and I know it's out there because I actually had a gentleman friend who had to go and be checked out for it, so I know that it is out there. All the babies I've seen so far in their sweaters and everything have looked absolutely amazing. I love to see the babies, and I have to say, when I've been rushed off my feet, which I suppose some people say to me, Kim, you haven't rushed off your feet, you know, but for me, who's got certain issues and pains going on, it does feel a little bit rushed, but I'm doing it. Everybody's looking after me, everybody's treating me with quite kind concern, and if I'm tired and irritable and in pain and I'm snapping, they kind of let me go over their head because they know that I don't mean it, it's just how I am at the moment. What I wanted to say was, as well, as we were in the Toy Shop Cafe, what would you order off your menu? If you could go to a cafe with me and we're sitting there, it's a cafe, you know, you get fish and chips, that kidney pie, that kind of thing. What would you order? I mean, if you live in America, you might say, well, not a hot dog. Go for a hot dog. But I just wondered what you would order if we went out. I guess I'd have to pay. Yeah, it'd be my treat. So go easy. Don't go expecting to have gold dust on the top of it like you can get in some of these fancy restaurants. I've never seen anything like it. Mind you, I've got to admit, I am not a lover of, what's it called? A la carte? I might be wrong. But you get this little plate and then there's like 2 bits of beans and a little tiny bit of meat and a little tiny bit of whatever it is, because I can never tell, with some red sauce over it. And that's my meal. I'm sorry. I would say, right, this is the starter, sort of. Where's the rest of my food? I know. I'm an old-fashioned girl. Give me bacon pudding, mashed potato, cabbage and carrots, and just leave me to it. Well, not now, because I'm a vegetarian, but that's what I grew up with. Steak kidney pie, steak kidney pudding, bacon roly-poly, all that kind of thing. And the desserts, like gypsy tart, apple pie, all that kind of thing. You know, they're the things I grew up with. We used everything that was out on the land. So if Mum and Dad if Dad got a rabbit, we had rabbit pie. If Dad got or stew, obviously. If Dad got some pigeon, we have pigeon pie. We used off the land. That was the way it went, and that was the way I was brought up. And my older children were more used to that because I continued the pattern afterwards. Not so much now because my husband does most of the cooking in the house. And we actually don't go rabbiting and that anymore. That is just it, not like we used to. Some of my friends still do, but I don't, and my husband doesn't. He's not a fisherman or anything like that. He's not even though he's brought up in the country from a young age, he's not really what I call a country man. So as I say, just come on really to let you all know, every time anybody leaves a message or says anything from a mum-in-law, I make sure she knows. And again this morning I said that somebody else had left a comment for her, and I had said they give you the best and they're pleased that things are going well and blah blah blah. And I said, Mum, that's messages for you. And she said, I'm a star. She now thinks she's famous. I said, Mum, you've always been famous. There's no doubt in that. And I said to her, once you're well, Mum, maybe we'll do a video, me and you. And we put it on and say, look, here's Mum and the lady I've been talking about incessantly over the last few weeks. And you'll see why I love her so much, because she's kind and gentle and sweet. She's like polar opposites to me. I'm brash and loud and can be a real moo. And Mum is just wonderful and cuddly and sweet and fluffy, like Nanny's grandma should be. I'm not your typical grandma, am I? Anyway, so remember, when you come to the toy cafe, you can always bring any toy you like. Dolls, teddies, dragon toys, anything you like. Trains and cars and bikes and everything. Because this is our cafe and this is where we can do and say what we like. I love you all. Bye.